A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Niharika Kolita presenting the headlines first. Prime Minister Modi addresses Seoul conclave in New Delhi, says country needs trend-setting leaders in every sector. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefurio inaugurates Meluri as 17th district of the state, calls it a land of fortune with potentials for eco-tourism. Voting for polls to Khasi and Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Councils concludes amidst tight security. Sikkim Assembly passes Appropriation Bill 2025 in its second session. And in sports, in Champions Trophy cricket, South Africa have set a victory target of 316 runs for Afghanistan in the match now ongoing in Karachi. In national news first, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stressed the need of energetic leaders in every sector as India is emerging as a global powerhouse. Inaugurating the first edition of the School of Ultimate Leadership, Seoul Conclave at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, he said the country requires such world-class leaders who can set trends and find solutions to global complexities. He said steps must be taken to create a world-class governance and policy-making ecosystem by connecting with the global best practices.
नेशन बिल्डिंग के लिए बेहतर सिटीजन्स का डेवलपमेंट जरूरी है। व्यक्ति निर्माण से राष्ट्र निर्माण, जन से जगत, जन से जग, ये किसी भी ऊंचाई को प्राप्त करना है, विशालता को पाना है, तो आरंभ जन से ही शुरू होता है। हर क्षेत्र में बेहतरीन लीडर्स का डेवलपमेंट बहुत जरूरी है और समय की मांग है। और इसलिए द स्कूल ऑफ अल्टीमेट लीडरशिप की स्थापना विकसित भारत की विकास यात्रा में एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण और बहुत बड़ा कदम है। इस संस्थान के नाम में ही सोल है ऐसा नहीं है। ये भारत की सोशल लाइफ की सोल बनने वाला है और हम लोग जिससे भली भांति परिचित है।
Moving on to Northeast news, Chief Minister Nefurio today inaugurated Meluri as Nagaland's 17th and youngest district at the public ground in Meluri. In his address, Rio called upon the people to work hard together with unity and community spirit to achieve lasting peace, prosperity and development. Rio highlighted Meluri as a land of fortune due to its abundant natural resources and its potential as an ecotourism hotspot. He emphasized Meluri's geographical advantage of being close to Myanmar and promised plans to establish waterways to enhance trade and connectivity. In Meghalaya, polling concluded at the Khasi and Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Councils today amid tight security. Voting began at 7 a.m. for 29 constituencies in Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, KHADC, and 29 constituencies in Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, JHADC. Over 13 lakh tribal voters will decide the fate of 158 candidates in the KHADC election and 114 candidates in the JHADC elections. There are 1,798 polling stations in the KHADC, while the JHADC has 483 polling stations. Adequate deployment of security forces were put in place to ensure a free, fair and smooth elections. The counting of votes will be held on Monday. It is time for a very short commercial break. We will be right back. Welcome back. Moving on, in the ongoing session of Assam Legislative Assembly, Leader of Opposition Debabrata Saikia moved an adjournment motion on the manhandling of Lok Sabha member Rokibul Hussain. But the rejection of the motion by the Speaker Biswajit Doimari caused a commotion in the House. On the other hand, speaking on behalf of the government, Minister Piyush Hazarika gave a list of 10 persons whom the police have identified as the perpetrators of the attack so far.
এই বিষয়টো ৰাজহুৱা হিচাপে আলোচনা কৰিবলৈ আপোনাক দাবী জনাইছো
সন্মানীয় সদস্য
ৰাতিপুৱা
স্যাৰ যিকেইজনে মাননীয় সাংসদগৰাকীক আক্ৰমণ কৰিছে বা কৰা বুলি কোৱা হৈছে সেই ব্যক্তিগৰাকী স্যাৰ আইডেন্টিফাই হৈছে তেখেতলোকৰ নাম স্যাৰ হাৰুন জামতলা হৰেশ বছিৰ কাসেম ৰশিদুল আয়ুব লুটকিয়ৰ খালেক মজিবুৰ জাহাংগীৰ স্যাৰ তদন্তৰ প্ৰক্ৰিয়া চলি আছে তেখেতে মাননীয় এলপি ডাঙৰীয়ে যেটো কৈছে হেতু সম্পূৰ্ণ সত্যৰ ওপৰত প্ৰতিষ্ঠিত নহয় যে অনুসূচনা নাই একো কৰা নাই তেনেকুৱা হোৱা নহয় অধ্যক্ষ ডাঙৰীয়া পুলিচে তদন্ত কৰি আছে মই ইতিমধ্যে নামকেইটা সদনত প্ৰকাশ কৰিলো এইজন ব্যক্তিক আইডেন্টিফাই কৰা হৈছে গতিকে নিশ্চয়কৈ তদন্ত প্ৰক্ৰিয়া ত্বৰান্বিত হ'ব আৰু দোষী সাব্যস্ত হলে তেখেতলোকৰ বিৰুদ্ধে শাস্তিৰ ব্যৱস্থা লোৱা হ'ব
In Sikkim, Part 2 of the second session of the Sikkim Legislative Assembly concluded at the Sikkim Legislative Assembly Secretariat today. Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang, also the Minister in charge of Finance Department, presented the first supplementary demands for grants for fiscal 2024-25. The House also passed the Sikkim Appropriation Bill 2025 for the first supplementary demands for grants relating to fiscal 2024-2025. Arunachal Pradesh Governor, retired Lieutenant General K.T. Parnaik, conferred the prestigious State Gold Medal to 7 outstanding organizations and 3 individuals for their exceptional contributions and bravery. Chief Minister Pema Khandu, in a social media post, congratulated the recipients of the medals received in recognition of their outstanding merit, dedicated service and exceptional bravery. Along with the rest of the Northeast, the International Mother Language Day was observed in Tripura amid colorful functions, discussions and other events. The state-level Silver Jubilee celebration was inaugurated by Education Minister Ratan Lal Nath in Agartala.
এবং 122টা ভাষা এখনো রয়েছে যেগুলি মেজর ভাষা ককবরক ভাষাকেও আমরা শিডিউলে অন্তর্ভুক্ত করার জন্য আমাদের সরকার আমরা চেষ্টা করছি পৃথিবীতে সবচেয়ে বেশি ভাষায় কথা বলে চাইনিজরা দ্বিতীয়ত ইংরেজি ভাষায় তৃতীয়ত স্প্যানিশ ভাষায় চতুর্থ অ্যারাবিক ভাষায় পঞ্চমত হিন্দি ভাষায় ষষ্ঠত বাংলা ভাষায় কথা বলে পৃথিবীতে 23 কোটি মানুষ
In the world of sports, in the ICC Champions Trophy cricket, South Africa have set a victory target of 316 runs for Afghanistan in a Group B clash now ongoing at the National Stadium in Karachi of Pakistan. Earlier, South Africa won the toss and opted to bat first. Hashmatullah Shahidi is leading the Afghan side while Temba Bavuma is piloting the Proteas. In the match on Thursday, India made a winning start as they outclassed Bangladesh by 6 wickets in the Group A clash at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. In more sports news, Women's Premier League cricket, Mumbai Indians will take on Royal Challengers Bengaluru at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. The match is scheduled to begin at 7:30 p.m. this evening. The Royal Challengers Bengaluru, led by Smriti Mandhana, are atop the points charts by winning all the matches so far. In Arunachal Pradesh, Minister of Indigenous Affairs Mama Natung today chaired a consultative meeting with delegates of the Arunachal Christian Forum at the Civil Secretariat in Itanagar. The event was attended by ministers and MLAs along with senior officials from the Department of Indigenous Affairs and the Law Department. The discussion centered around various aspects of the Arunachal Pradesh Freedom of Religion Act 1978. Today marks an auspicious occasion for the Sonowal Kasari community as they gather in their native villages to celebrate Lokmi Tuloni Khobha. Here's a detailed report on the celebrations and cultural significance of the event.
It is an auspicious day for the Sonowal Kasaris as they celebrate the Lakshmi Tuloni Khobha at their native village. The Sonowal Kasaris are the third largest indigenous people of the state of Assam in northeast India. They are predominantly inhabitants of Dhemaji, North Lakhimpur, Tinsukia and Dibrugarh districts of Assam, along with pocket populations in Jorhat, Sibsagar, Golaghat district of Assam and in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. The name Sonowal comes from the Assamese word hon, which means gold. The traditional occupation of the Sonowal was panning for gold during the Ahom kingdom. Lokmi Khobha is one of the most revered festivals. The Sonowals believe, as per mythology, that goddess Lakshmi originated from the Samudra Manthan and therefore the Sonowals visit rivers to receive goddess Lakshmi and take her to their worship place, that is Namghor. The Sonowal women, who are expert weavers of cotton, carry their weaving reels to the rivers to invite the goddess.
इसीलिए बनाया जाता है लक्ष्मी को पाने के लिए। लक्ष्मी तो सागर में डूबा हुआ है, उसको सागर से उठाने के लिए ये समतल बना करके क्या बोलते हैं पानी से उठा करके अपने दूल्हा में भर के लेके आते हैं नामघर में। नामघर से सबको ये वितरण करते हैं।
As the dusk falls, the villagers welcome goddess Lakshmi into their homes through their weaving strings and give her a grand welcome into their bhorals, that is rice storage houses.
India Meteorological Department (IMD) has forecast heavy rainfall as well as thunderstorm and lightning over northeastern region today. The Met Department predicted heavy rainfall at isolated places in Arunachal Pradesh also today. Further, thunderstorm accompanied with lightning is expected over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura over the next 2 days. According to IMD, a cyclonic circulation lies over central Assam, which is likely to cause light to moderate rainfall and thunderstorms in the northeastern region over the next few days. To end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Modi addresses Soul Conclave in New Delhi, says country needs trend-setting leaders in every sector. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefurio inaugurates Meluri as 17th district of state, calls it a land of fortune with potentials for ecotourism. Voting for polls to Khasi and Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Councils concludes amid tight security. Sikkim Assembly passes Appropriation Bill 2025 in its second session. And in sports. In Champions Trophy cricket, South Africa have set a victory target of 316 runs for Afghanistan in the match now going on in Karachi. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.